everybody, today I'm Henry's How To's. I'm going to show you how to make a cottage pie. Let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so we just want to start off with one brown onion. And we just want to finely dice this. So, just like so. Next we'll need 2 carrots. Obviously peel them first. And just cut the stems off. I want to cut in half, cut lengthways, and all we want to do is finely dice these. Just like so. So that's our carrots done there. Next we'll need 3 celery stalks. So I've taken the flowers off because I've used that for something else. And all we want to do is thinly slice our celery. Just like so. So let's move on to our stove. So just into a pot on a medium heat, we'll add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. And we'll add our onion straight in. And we just want to cook our onion until it's nice and soft. Once the onions have softened, we're going to add in about 1.5 kilos of beef mince. We just want to continue cooking until our meat has browned. So we'll season it with a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper. So guys, at this point we'll add in our carrots and our celery. And at this point we'll add in 3 crushed garlic cloves. So at this point we're adding a heaped tablespoon of tomato paste, 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, give that a good mix through, and at this point we're going to top this up with 3 cups of beef stock, and turn your heat down to low to medium, and we're going to add in about 3 tablespoons of flour. That's just plain flour. Mix that through. Okay, so at this point all we're going to do is simmer this on a low to medium heat for about half an hour until we've got a nice thick gravy, or should I say a meat gravy. So guys, just in another pot here I've got 1.5 kilos of potatoes. I've obviously washed and peeled them. I'm sure you didn't want to watch me just keep on peeling potatoes. And we just top that up with water and let's move on to our stove. Alright guys, so once we get a nice gentle boil going like that, we just want to cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Until they're nice and tender. Alright guys, so we're just at the 30-minute mark now. As you can see, we've got a nice, beautiful, rich, thick beef gravy. So we'll go ahead and turn the heat off at this point and let it cool down. Okay guys, I'm just at the 15-minute mark now. So using a sharp knife, you just want to piece the potato and it should go in gently without much pressure. So these are all nice and tender. So at this point, we'll just go ahead and drain this. Alright guys, so I've just transferred it into a large bowl. Now we're going to add in a heaped tablespoon of butter, and we'll season with a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and we'll add in 1 cup of full cream milk, and roughly 200 grams of cheddar cheese. So guys, all we need to do now is mash this. Now, rather than using a hand masher, I'm going to use my hand mixer. Reason being is so we can get everything well combined. Now, you don't have to do this, just do whatever's easy for you. Just on a low speed. You know, there's something always about potato mash, I don't know what it is, but it's just so satisfying. Alright, so let's move on and start putting this together. So guys, in my case I'm going to use a rectangular baking dish like so. Now this is roughly around 40 centimeters by about 28 centimeters. Now you can do anything you like. What you can also do is make small individual ones if you prefer. You can make it round, you can make it perfect square, whatever you want. So up to you. And all we're going to do is spoon our meat mixture straight in. And as you put it in, flatten it down too. Alright, so that's looking beautiful. So guys, as you can see, there's a little gap here between the top. You need that because we need to put our mash on. So one trick is, don't put your mash on yet. Let your meat mixture cool down, not completely, but a fair bit. If we put the mash on now, it's going to sink through. We don't want that. So let it cool down. Alright, so let's go ahead and mash this up. So in my case, I've put my mash into my piping bag with a star-shaped nozzle. You don't have to do this, but I feel like it's more presentable. And all we're going to do is just go around just like that. Alright, so as you can see, that's looking beautiful. So once you're done, just go back around and fill any gaps that there are. So there's a few in this corner right here. A small one here. Alright, perfect. So we're going to place this into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius. This will take roughly around half an hour. Obviously the meat is cooked, but we want a nice golden brown finish. Alright, and there we have it guys. I've just taken it out at the 35-minute mark. I didn't really want to go more than this because I wanted a bit of creaminess and softness to it. If you want it nice and crunchy, leave it a bit longer. But as you can see, the sides are nice and crunchy, so that's fine. So let's let it rest for about 5 minutes before we serve it. Alright, so let's go ahead and serve. So we'll just use a spatula. And it's pretty much like doing a lasagna. I like to always portion mine out first. And there we have it guys, just look at that. A nice thick layer of meat gravy and crispy mash on top. Now you can garnish that with a bit of fresh parsley, but I really don't think it's necessary. Simple is better. So guys, serving wise, obviously just like that. Now you can serve it up with a side salad too if you want. Now if you're going to reheat this, obviously put it in the refrigerator. You can put it back into the oven, or you can even microwave it for a bit and place it under the grill just to get that crispy effect again on the mash. I hope you like that guys. Please like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. If you got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.